For decades, the topic of maintaining and restoring potency in mature men has held a prominent place in discussions surrounding male health. The accumulated experience, bolstered by years of observation, allows for a comprehensive look at the issue and offers effective solutions. Almost every man, upon reaching a certain age, experiences changes in his body. A decline in vitality, mood swings, and unexpected failures at the most crucial moments become an unpleasant reality. These changes not only cause physical discomfort, but also undermine self-confidence, leading to anxiety and a sense of missed opportunities. Many men accept these changes as inevitable, considering them an unavoidable part of aging. Modern pharmaceutical drugs promise quick fixes, but their effects are short-lived. This is the main danger. By masking symptoms, they fail to address the root cause, merely postponing the solution. But what if there was an entirely natural, incredibly effective, and universally accessible method, not just to temporarily improve, but to fully restore male potency? In reality, the main problem lies not in the number of years lived, but in the condition of the circulatory system. Healthy blood circulation is the fundamental factor for male strength and longevity. Allow me to explain this in simple terms, to clarify once and for all the true cause of these changes and how to overcome them. To illustrate the essence of the problem, a simple but accurate analogy can be used. Imagine a new garden hose. It's flexible, clean inside, and water flows through it freely and powerfully, allowing you to effortlessly water the entire garden. A young man's body functions similarly. Blood vessels, like this new hose, easily expand and fill with blood unimpeded, ensuring a strong, sustained, and confident erection. However, with the passage of time, as the body ages, the vessels, these vital hoses, inevitably undergo changes. They lose their former flexibility and elasticity, becoming stiffer, and their internal diameter decreases. Clogs begin to form on their walls, atherosclerotic plaques that gradually accumulate. As a result of these processes, blood flow significantly weakens. This is why a common situation arises where the desire is present, but the body, unfortunately, does not respond adequately. A man experiences arousal, turns on the tap, but blood simply cannot fully and quickly reach the necessary place to ensure a complete erection. It is crucial to understand that the decline of male vigor is often linked not to a lack of desire or irreversible age-related changes, but to the condition of the blood vessels and the quality of circulation. This realization becomes the first and most important step towards restoring potency. But what leads to clogged blood vessels and the gradual depletion of vital energy? Several key factors negatively impact the health of the circulatory system. Firstly, improper nutrition plays a crucial role. A modern diet, oversaturated with processed foods, excessive sugar, trans fats, and saturated fats, contributes to the formation of cholesterol plaques on artery walls, reducing their elasticity and narrowing their lumen. As a result, blood circulates with difficulty through the vessels, impairing the nourishment of organs, including the sexual organs. Secondly, alcohol abuse and smoking have a destructive effect on the vascular system. Alcohol and nicotine cause blood vessel spasms, making them stiff and brittle, which hinders normal blood circulation. Constant vessel narrowing and damage to their walls gradually lead to impaired blood supply, which critically affects male potency. A sedentary lifestyle poses a serious threat to male health. The mechanism of its negative impact is quite simple and logical. The less a person moves, the weaker the blood circulation throughout the body becomes, especially in the delicate pelvic area. Spending long hours in a sitting position, the blood vessels in this area gradually lose their elasticity and ability to fully expand. Stagnation in the small pelvis creates fertile ground for the development of erectile dysfunction and a general deterioration of well-being. Chronic stress and systematic sleep deprivation have a destructive effect on male vigor. Constant nervous tension leads to increased production of cortisol, a hormone that causes vasoconstriction. As a result, blood flow to vital organs, including the sexual organs, decreases. Sleep deficiency, in turn, exacerbates the situation, as it is during deep sleep that active synthesis of testosterone occurs, the key male hormone responsible for libido and erectile function. If the reader recognizes their own habits in the descriptions above, there is no need to despair. It is important to realize that all these negative factors are correctable. The author's many years of experience and the stories of numerous patients who were able to regain their confidence and male vigor by following his recommendations serve as convincing proof. So, let's move on to concrete actions aimed at restoring male vigor. The proposed system is based on 3 key principles that must be applied together to achieve the best and long-term results. The first and extremely important step is a carefully planned diet focused on maintaining vascular health. The diet should be structured to naturally dilate blood vessels and significantly improve blood flow. It is recommended to include the following foods in your daily menu: beets and watermelon. These gifts of nature are valuable sources of nitrates, which are transformed into nitric oxide in the body. Nitric oxide plays a crucial role in relaxing and expanding blood vessels, thereby ensuring unhindered and intensive blood supply. Regular consumption of these products contributes to a significant increase in blood flow to the sexual organs, which positively affects male potency. Ginger and turmeric. These spices and root vegetables are renowned for their powerful anti-inflammatory properties. They help reduce inflammatory processes in vessel walls, decrease blood viscosity, and prevent clot formation, which improves microcirculation and the overall condition of the circulatory system. Additionally, ginger stimulates metabolism, which also has a beneficial effect on overall well-being and sexual function. The Mediterranean diet, with its emphasis on extra virgin olive oil and a variety of nuts, emerges as a true elixir for blood vessels. Walnuts, almonds, and hazelnuts, generously providing the body with mono and polyunsaturated fatty acids, vitamin E, and a whole arsenal of antioxidants, are like caring healers, strengthening and nourishing vessel walls. Their regular consumption helps lower low-density lipoprotein, LDL, cholesterol, the bad cholesterol, and provides comprehensive protection to the cardiovascular system. Fatty fish, such as mackerel, herring, and salmon, are a treasure trove of essential omega-3 fatty acids, acting as powerful guardians of vascular health. These acids, like skilled engineers, prevent the formation of atherosclerotic plaques, reduce triglyceride concentrations in the blood, increase vessel elasticity, and ensure uninterrupted blood circulation throughout the body. At the same time, to maintain vascular health, it is necessary to minimize or completely exclude products that have a destructive effect from the diet. Sugar, including its hidden forms in beverages and desserts, processed foods, saturated and trans fats, as well as smoked meats, like saboteurs, provoke inflammatory processes, contribute to plaque formation, and reduce vessel elasticity. Instead of familiar, perhaps not so healthy foods, it's worth enriching your daily menu with at least a few items from the recommended list. Within a couple of weeks, provided these dietary adjustments are strictly followed, you will notice the first positive shifts. Your general health will noticeably improve, vital energy will begin to surge, and even your emotional state will become more even and optimistic. However, it should be remembered that this is only the initial, albeit extremely significant, stage on the path to complete recovery. Moving forward, special physical exercises will be discussed in detail, which, taking only a few minutes a day, can intensely stimulate blood circulation precisely in the areas most important for maintaining male health. It's time to move on to the second key aspect, just as important as proper nutrition. We will discuss specialized physical exercises that specifically enhance blood flow to the pelvic area. It is essential to recognize that even the most balanced diet cannot ensure a full and long-term effect without sufficient physical activity. This can be compared to attempting to transport water through pipes when the pump, which ensures its movement, remains inactive. This stage can be characterized as physical stimulation of blood flow, and it includes two main types of activity: general aerobic exercise and localized exercises aimed at strengthening the pelvic floor muscles. Aerobic exercises, often called cardio, play a key role in maintaining health, and let's face it, with a sedentary lifestyle, blood stagnates, which is an undeniable fact, especially over time. This manifests as a feeling of heaviness, swelling, and reduced sensitivity, particularly in the pelvic area and lower extremities. The first and most accessible step to improving the situation is regular walking. There is no need for expensive equipment, gym memberships, or marathon training. Just 30 to 40 minutes of brisk walking daily is enough. This could be a morning stroll, providing a boost of energy for the day, or an evening walk, relieving tension after a long workday. It is important to maintain regularity and avoid long breaks. If there are no contraindications, physical activity can be diversified with cycling, swimming, or dancing. Any activity that stimulates blood circulation and brings joy. Scientific data indicate that regular moderate walking significantly improves blood supply to the sexual organs and can reduce the risk of erectile dysfunction by a full 40% in just 3 months of systematic exercise. This simple habit has a comprehensive positive effect on the cardiovascular system, strengthening the heart muscle and improving overall body condition. Pelvic floor exercises are key to male strength. Many men, unfortunately, do not realize the importance of a special group of muscles that play a primary role in the mechanism of erection. These are the pelvic floor muscles, also known as Kegel muscles. These muscles are actively involved in controlling urination, provide reliable support for the pelvic organs, and, most importantly, play a key role in filling the cavernous bodies of the penis with blood during arousal, as well as in retaining this blood to maintain a firm erection. Over time, like any other muscles deprived of regular load, the pelvic floor muscles weaken. As a result, blood flowing to the penis cannot be effectively retained, which negatively affects the firmness of the erection, leading to its weakening or premature completion of sexual intercourse. However, there is an excellent opportunity to restore and strengthen these muscles with special Kegel exercises designed specifically for men. The astonishing simplicity and accessibility of these exercises are striking. They do not require any special equipment and can be performed practically anywhere and at any time, taking only a few minutes a day. Regular training of the pelvic floor muscles will help restore and maintain male vigor for many years. To begin, assume a comfortable position. Sitting or lying down, contract your pelvic floor muscles as if trying to stop urination or hold back gas. This group of muscles is the key target of the exercise. Hold the contraction for 3 to 5 seconds, then completely relax. It is recommended to perform 15 such repetitions per set. This exercise complex should be repeated 2 to 3 times a day. If, at the initial stage, performing the exercises seems difficult, and holding the tension or performing 15 repetitions causes difficulty, it is recommended to start with 5 to 7 repetitions, gradually increasing their number. The most important factor is regularity and consistency in execution. Within 2 to 3 weeks, many men report a significant improvement in the quality of their erections, a greater sense of control over them, and most importantly, a return of confidence in their male capabilities. During the exercises, it is extremely important not to hold your breath and also to avoid tensing your abdominal or gluteal muscles. You need to focus solely on the internal, deep pelvic floor muscle. The exercises can be performed in various positions, sitting, standing, and even lying down. Some integrate them into their daily routine, performing them during morning tea or while stuck in traffic. Over time, this becomes a natural and beneficial habit. Over time, the body's connective tissues, such as tendons and ligaments, lose their original elasticity, which is particularly noticeable in the pelvis and lower back. Reduced flexibility negatively impacts blood circulation, as tense muscles and joints with limited movement can compress blood vessels, hindering their normal function. Therefore, it is strongly recommended to perform simple stretching exercises daily. Such exercises include forward bends from a sitting position, both with straight legs and with legs spread apart, circular pelvic movements, and pulling knees to the chest alternately or together while lying on your back. The butterfly exercise is no less beneficial, performed sitting with feet together in front of you and gently pressing on the knees, trying to lower them as close to the floor as possible. Regular performance of these exercises for at least 10 minutes a day will lead to a significant improvement in feelings of lightness and mobility. Body flexibility is important not only for performing complex acrobatic elements, but also for maintaining vascular health, ensuring free blood flow without spasms or constrictions. Devoting just 30 to 40 minutes daily to a complex that includes regular walking, Kegel exercises, and stretching can transform your well-being. Soon you will feel your body awaken, movements become light and graceful, and energy surge. Most importantly, the natural response to arousal returns, becoming powerful and confident. It's important to remember that a balanced diet provides the body with the necessary elements for building and recovery. But it is movement that activates all systems, starting their full operation. Without movement, achieving a sustainable result becomes impossible. We have previously discussed in detail 2 key components of the system: strategic nutrition aimed at cleansing and maintaining vascular health, and special physical exercises that actively stimulate blood circulation, especially in the pelvic area. Now it's time to focus on perhaps the most underestimated, yet crucial element, strengthening vessel walls. Indeed, even with proper nutrition and regular exercise, if the blood vessels remain stiff, inelastic, and unresponsive to the body's signals, the result will not be complete. It all comes down to the quality and functionality of the vessel walls. With age, blood vessels, like an old rubber band, lose their natural elasticity, become tighter, expand less effectively, and support blood pressure less efficiently. That is why the third fundamental step is to restore the natural flexibility and strength of blood vessels. Fortunately, this does not require medication. We are talking about simple and accessible actions for every man that can be easily integrated into daily life. 1. The cult of sunlight. Yes, we're talking about ordinary, natural sunlight. When human skin is exposed to sunlight, the body activates the process of vitamin D synthesis. This vitamin plays an exceptionally important role in maintaining the health of blood vessels. It not only controls calcium levels in the body, which is necessary for the normal contraction and relaxation of muscles, including vascular ones, but also has a pronounced anti-inflammatory effect and promotes adequate vessel dilation in response to the body's needs. Men who have avoided sun exposure for many years often face the problem of constrained blood vessels and erectile dysfunction, precisely due to a chronic lack of vitamin D. What should be done in such a situation? You should go outside daily for at least 15-20 minutes, especially in the morning hours. It is important to allow sunlight to reach exposed areas of the skin, such as the face, hands, and neck. Even in winter, when solar activity is reduced, such outdoor walks are of great importance. If a person lives in a region with few sunny days, it is necessary to discuss with a doctor the possibility of taking vitamin D supplements. But it should be remembered that natural solar radiation is always preferable. It is essential to note the importance of consuming sufficient amounts of clean water to maintain male health. Do many realize that even slight dehydration can negatively affect erectile function? When there is a fluid deficit in the body, blood thickens, leading to increased viscosity, and making circulation through the blood vessels difficult. This can cause fluctuations in blood pressure and slow blood flow, negatively impacting the nourishment and oxygen supply to the pelvic organs. It is recommended to consume 1.5 to 2 liters of clean water daily. It is important to remember that tea, coffee, juices, and carbonated drinks are not a complete substitute for water, as they do not provide sufficient hydration for the body. It is advisable to start the day with a glass of clean water, drunk on an empty stomach. Throughout the day, you should drink about half a glass of water every 1.5 to 2 hours. This seemingly minor habit has a significant cumulative effect, especially for men over 50. Maintaining water balance contributes to the optimal functioning of blood vessels and the stable operation of the entire cardiovascular system. In nature, there are true allies of male strength, capable of awakening dormant energy and strengthening the health of blood vessels. We are talking about natural products that stimulate the production of nitric oxide, a key element that ensures vessel dilation and powerful blood flow, so necessary for a fulfilling intimate life. Experts strongly recommend paying attention to 3 natural stimulators that will be a valuable addition to the modern man's diet. Ginger, known for its medicinal properties, has the ability to thin the blood, reduce inflammatory processes in blood vessels, and increase their responsiveness to the body's natural signals. This root, like a wise healer, helps blood vessels remain elastic and responsive. Cinnamon, an aromatic spice, not only provides taste pleasure, but also has a beneficial effect on the vascular system. It helps regulate blood sugar levels, which is critically important for vascular health, and helps strengthen vessel walls, making them more resistant to negative influences. Ginger and cinnamon tea is not just a drink. It's an elixir of health and energy, ideal for ending the day. It gently calms the nervous system, relieving tension and stress, while delicately stimulating blood circulation, preparing the body for nocturnal rest and recovery. Preparing this miraculous drink is quite simple. Just grate 1 tablespoon of fresh ginger root and add half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Then, pour 300 milliliters of hot water over this mixture and let it steep for 10 to 15 minutes so that all beneficial substances transfer into the drink. It is recommended to drink this tea warm without adding sugar. For a special taste, you can add a drop of lemon juice or a teaspoon of natural honey if there are no contraindications related to blood sugar levels. Regular consumption of this drink once a day will help maintain the health of blood vessels, keeping the body calm, strong, and always ready for new achievements. Consistent implementation of all proposed steps opens the path to healing and body restoration. A balanced diet acts as a purifier and supplier of necessary substances for blood vessels, like a caring gardener tending to his garden. Specially selected physical exercises awaken blood flow, directing it like a river, revitalizing arid lands to the areas where it is needed. Integrating healthy habits into daily life, such as sun exposure, maintaining water balance, and using natural stimulators, strengthens blood vessels, much like a builder constructing a strong foundation for a house, ensuring the longevity of the results achieved. It is precisely thanks to such a comprehensive approach that significant improvements can be achieved even in old age, when, it would seem, the body's resources are depleted. The human body possesses an astonishing capacity for regeneration, like a phoenix rising from the ashes, and to initiate this process, a correct and systematic approach is required. It is quite natural to ask about the compatibility of the proposed approach with medical treatment. Of course, there is no need to stop taking medications if they have already been prescribed. However, as natural blood circulation is restored and the vascular system strengthens, the need for medical support will gradually decrease, much like crutches become unnecessary after a broken leg has healed. The body will begin to function autonomously, responding to natural brain signals rather than chemicals contained in pills, returning to its pristine state. The time it takes to achieve visible results may vary depending on individual body characteristics, but generally, the first positive changes become noticeable within 2 to 3 weeks, provided consistent and disciplined adherence to all 3 components of the system. Improvements will be not only noticeable, but also sustainable, providing long-term health benefits. So now that the principles of restoring male vigor, balanced nutrition, regular physical activity, and strengthening the vascular system have become your guide, it's time to introduce a unique remedy capable of enhancing the effect of your efforts. We are talking about an ancient recipe that was used for centuries by warriors living in the harsh conditions of high-altitude Tibet. This recipe helped them maintain astonishing endurance, physical strength, and, importantly, sexual energy, even in the most extreme conditions, and into old age. This unique drink was their secret weapon, which they used before long journeys, exhausting battles, and of course, in old age when the body required additional support and modern medicines did not yet exist. Surprisingly, all the necessary components are available to us today. We present to you a recipe capable of literally opening blood vessels and enhancing blood flow just a few minutes after consumption. To prepare this miraculous elixir, you will need just a few simple ingredients that are likely already in your kitchen. Take 1 medium-sized beet, a small piece of fresh ginger root about 2 centimeters long, a teaspoon of turmeric powder, or alternatively, 2 centimeters of fresh root. Add half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon and the juice squeezed from half a lemon. Complete the composition with 250 milliliters of clean drinking water. The preparation process begins with thoroughly preparing the beet. It needs to be peeled and cut into small pieces to facilitate the blender's work. If you are using fresh ginger and turmeric roots, they should also be peeled and grated finely to release the maximum amount of beneficial substances. Next, all the prepared ingredients, beet, ginger, turmeric, cinnamon, lemon juice, and water, go into the blender jar. Blend the mixture until it reaches the most uniform consistency possible. For those who prefer a smoother texture, the drink can be strained through a fine sieve, but it is worth remembering that some valuable dietary fibers are lost in the process, so for maximum benefit, it is recommended to consume the drink without straining. The result is a rich-colored drink with a powerful health-promoting effect that begins to manifest almost immediately after consumption. For best results, it is recommended to consume this drink once a day, preferably in the morning and on an empty stomach. The optimal course duration is 2 weeks, after which it is recommended to take a break to allow the body to rest and adapt. Within just a few days of systematic consumption of this elixir, many people experience a significant surge of vigor and energy. Note a noticeable improvement in blood circulation throughout the body. Observe a more sustained and powerful erection, and also report increased mental clarity and improved concentration. What is the secret to its effectiveness? Each component of this drink performs its unique function, and their combination creates a powerful synergistic effect. Beet is a valuable source of natural nitrates, which are transformed into nitric oxide in the body. A powerful vasodilator, meaning a substance that widens blood vessels and stimulates blood flow to various organs, including reproductive ones. Ginger is renowned for its ability to improve the rheological properties of blood, reduce inflammatory processes in blood vessels, and activate microcirculation. Additionally, it has a general toning effect on the body. Turmeric contains curcumin, a powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory agent. It helps restore the elasticity of vessel walls and protects them from damage caused by free radicals. Cinnamon plays an important role in maintaining stable blood glucose levels, which is crucial for the health of the vascular system. It also strengthens vessel walls and improves blood flow. Lemon, a treasure trove of vitamin C and other antioxidants, acts like a shield, protecting blood vessels from the destructive effects of oxidative stress. Additionally, It gently stimulates blood circulation, much like a light breeze dispersing stagnant water. All these elements, when combined, create a powerful yet natural effect of enhanced blood flow. This elixir, free from chemical impurities and side effects when used responsibly, has a deep healing effect on the entire body. It doesn't just mask symptoms, but restores the body's natural functions, as if returning it to its origins of health. So in the reader's hands are all the necessary tools for a comprehensive approach to male health. It is important to remember that health is not a gift of fate, but the result of daily, simple, and conscious actions, like bricks from which a fortress of well-being is built.